Welcome back, beloveds. I don't know what's going on with this thing right here today. Hotep, and welcome back, beloveds. Welcome back for another edition of Truth Seekers. Truth needs no validation, also known as Seeking Truth. Never got around to changing that name. Well, I did try to change it, but I don't know why. For some reason, I went through all the steps, and it didn't take. YouTube is forever changing its algorithm and, things of that nature, changing the rules or whatever. So it's no longer that easy to change your name, as I'm finding, okay? But anyway, welcome back. This is going to be part 4, and this one right here will officially be the last part in this video series. I'm doing the up-to-date revised version of my 2016-2017 video, Stay Out of Jail, my brothers and sisters. So this is part 4, okay? Don't spend your life behind a cage. Stay out of jail, my family. And I'm going to pick up right where I left off at in part 3. So, let me scroll to the top. This site is, and like I said in part 3, I'm going to leave all these links in the description. Prison Policies Initiative. Okay. Mass Incarceration, the Whole Pie 2019. Now, I'm not going to read it all. If you want to see where I left off at, then go to the site, read it yourself. Okay, click on that link, or go back and pick up where I left off. Go back to part 3. Okay, so I'm gonna just start right here at the top of this paragraph. This report offers some much needed clarity by piecing together this country's disparate systems of confinement. The American criminal justice system holds almost 2.3 people in 1,719 state prisons, 109 federal prisons, 1,772 juvenile correctional facilities. And again, I'm going to say, please, parents, my brothers and sisters, if you are a parent, if you have a younger niece, a younger nephew, if you have godchildren, okay, talk to them. Don't sugarcoat nothing. We are living in a time where nothing can no longer be sugarcoated. We must stop feeding our kids these lies, these fairy tales. Okay, right now it's holiday time. Many of you are using that old you better be good, you better not be bad, that, don't be naughty thing with your kids, to get your kids to be good, because if they're not good, they won't get anything for Christmas, which right now, today, I don't even see how there's still so many of you following that in the first place, okay? That Christmas, you know what I'm saying? This is the day that we're celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ. Okay, whatever. With that, I'm going to digress. But listen, please stop telling your kids these fairy tales. Please start to talk to your children real. Tell your children exactly, especially if they are in their teens. Okay, even if they're not in their teens, you would be surprised to know, and I read a report about this, how many juveniles, youth, not even yet in their teenage years, are committing crime, being arrested for drug sales, shoplifting. The list goes on and on. To see how many of our younger people are now being locked away in juvenile detention centers, sometimes in certain states, depending on the law of that state, being in prison with adults, being tried as an adult. Okay, as an adult. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible, but this is why, excuse me, this is why you need to be talking to your children, telling your children the truth. Listen, if you go out here, baby boy, baby girl, and you do a crime, commit a crime, and you get caught and you get locked up, just know that there is a possibility that mommy or daddy mommy and daddy, mom, pop, will not be able to get you out. Listen, think about, what is it? The Central Park 5. Many of you probably saw that movie, When They See Us. It was a Netflix movie. If you did not see it, go and check that movie out if you have a Netflix account or if you got a friend that has one. Go see that movie. When They See Us, it is about the Central Park 5. When those young 5 boys at the time, school students, were locked up for allegedly raping this woman, thank God it all came out, and these men, after spending all these years in jail, and what one of the brothers had to go through while being in jail, oh, it was so horrifying, so devastating, just really, really, really heartbreaking, okay? They had no idea that they were going to wind up in jail for their entire childhood years, the rest of their youth. Okay, so listen, when I say to you parents, start telling your children the truth, and let your children know that if you go out here and you commit a crime and you get caught, mommy or daddy, mom and pop may not be able to save you. We may not be able to get you out. Okay, these parents knew and they believed wholeheartedly that their children were coming home with them, that they would be able to get their children out. Okay, but I mean, for those of you know of the case, you saw and you know the outcome. Then they were not able to get them out, even with the father that went in there and told his son. How could you do that? First of all, how could he have done that? But he thought he was doing a good thing. He told his son cooperate with them, yelled at his son, broke him down, okay, and told him go in there and cooperate. You tell them whatever they want to know, whatever they want you to sign, you sign it, say whatever they want you to say. And what happened? They put together this thing where they railroaded these little boys, okay, and everybody was in on it. Everybody, the district attorney, everybody was in on it, okay. When the lawyers were talking in the hallway of the courtroom, one of the lawyers said to the other lawyer, I think it was the lawyer that was defending one of the children in the case, and he says, well, what happened? What happened to justice? And the lawyer looks at him and says, this is no longer about justice. This is about, basically, somebody has to take the rap. Someone has to take the rap for this. We don't have a clue who raped this woman, basically, okay? We don't have a clue who raped this woman. Someone must take the rap. So, please, I beg of you, talk to your children. Tell your children the truth. Did you see the numbers? 1,772 juvenile correctional facilities, okay? Out of the 2 million people who are in prison, 1,772 of them are juveniles, children. Need I say more to you? And I have to say that because I know people whose child or children are involved in crime. I used to live in a building where one of my neighbor's kids was going around the building robbing the people in the building where they lived. You understand what I'm saying? Look, beating your kids, putting your kids on punishment timeout, that shit ain't enough. That shit don't always work. You need to start sitting your kids down instead of letting them watch all them stupid little videos on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. Sit them down in front of the phone, on their phone, and go on here, YouTube, and find some of these videos and make them watch these things so they can see what's really going on out here. So they can really see all these kids their own age, okay, being hauled off and locked away in jail. I just had to say that. I had to. You know what I'm saying? I had to say that. Okay? I had to. I had to say that. Okay? So let's move forward. All right? But, 3,163 local jails, and 80 Indian country jails, as well as in military prisons, immigration detention facilities, civil commitment centers, state psychiatric hospitals, and prisons in the U.S. territories. So, they locking us up all over the place. Because, some of you might sit back and say, well, psychiatric hospital, what that have to do with the prison system? Because remember what I told you in the first part 3, what I told you. I told you about what they did to Angela Jolie in that movie Chainlang and what was going on back in the days, okay? Not just in California, but all over the place. But California was known for doing this, okay? And they were having people who were not going with the law. I'm not talking about people that was going against the law, doing things they had no business doing. I'm talking about people that was just saying, hey, like Angela Jolie said, yo, that's not my kid. How y'all gonna tell me that's my child? That's not my child. The law, the police had her locked away in a damn asylum. Okay, and this is all based on a true story. And, so listen, they locking you up wherever they can lock you up, okay? And these big tycoons, they giving the money to build more jails, big jails that can hold more prisoners so that they can be able to sit around and say, oh, yeah, go ahead, how much you need, more prisons? Sure, build more prisons as far as the eye can see, so I can put all these prisoners in there. So I can get all these prisoners and have them work for me, for my company, for a peasant, for a pittance, and keep making me rich. So yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, talk to your children, please. All right, talk to anybody you know that's involved. Okay, especially the younger ones. Okay. Psychiatric hospitals and prisons in the U.S. territories. This report provides a detailed look at where and why are people locked up in the U.S. and dispels some modern myths to focus attention on the real drivers of mass incarceration. Let's go. How many people are locked up in the United States? The U.S. locks up more people per capita than any other nation, at the staggering rate of 698 per 100,000 residents. Look at this. At the staggering rate of 698 per 100,000 residents. So 698, let's just round that off and say 700. Of the 100,000 residents. So what you're saying, like only 300,000 people? 300? Come on, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But to end mass incarceration, we must first consider where and why 2.3 million people are confined nationwide. So let's look at this map a little bit. Let's look at this chart a little bit here. Okay, so let's see. Let me see if I can figure this out. How's this thing work? Okay, so here's the state prisons. We're looking at 1,306,000. No, we're looking at 1,300,000. We're looking at 1,013,600,000. Wow, we're looking at all these people. So for drugs. So out of all these prisons, out of this 1,306,000 prisons, we are looking at 198,000 people incarcerated are for drugs. Okay, public order offense, I guess. 151,000, okay? Property, 235,000. Okay, violent, 712,000, excuse me. Don't know what was I seeing or thinking. Not convicted. Okay, look, local jails. Okay, not convicted. Local jails carry at least 462,000 inmates who were not even convicted. Not even convicted. Convicted. 149,000. So look at how much more of a difference. Look at this. Look at how much more of a difference are not convicted, okay, in these local jails, okay? And then we see over here, if we look right here, for violence, 146,000, property, 115,000, drug, 118, this is the local jail I'm talking about, 118,000, public order, 81,000, other, 3,000, violent, 32,000, property, 37,000, drug, 35,000, public order, 45,000. Okay, and then over here, you got weapons, 51,000. This is a detailed breakdown, man. Y'all got to go on this site and check this out yourself. Okay, because this is really detailed, yo. Federal prisons and jails, 221,000. So altogether, all of this is making up 2.3 million people. Okay? And how many prisons did I say in the last one? Okay, or was it in here? Let me see. Let's scroll back up. Okay, how many prisons did I say? That was on this one. Let's see. Prisons. What we estimated to be somewhere around how many thousand? Right here. Okay, let's see this one. Here it is right here. Statistics reveals states hold 25% of the world prison. Okay, now right there from less than 300,000 inmates in 1972. Population grew to 2 million. Okay, 1990 it was 1 million. 10 years ago there were 5 private prisons. So now today we somewhere around 100,000, but it's estimated to hit 360,000 private prisons. Okay, so you know, come on. All these prisons. Okay, so out of all these prisons, this is what we're looking at inmate wise. These are all the people locked up right now, okay? So, let me see. How does this go? I was able to flick this, turn this the other day. How did I do that? Oh, right here. Here we go. So, click on here. 76% of people held by jails are not convicted of any crime. 76%, are you listening, of people held by jails are not convicted of any crime. How are you holding all these people and they're not even convicted? What are you doing? I told you what they doing. It is a multi-million dollar industry. $1 billion, really, okay, but multi-million dollar according to the site that I read, okay, the first site, all right, it is a multi-million dollar industry, okay, these big business tycoons, they need you for labor to help keep them and this government rich, so the poor stay poor and the rich get richer. And this is how they're doing it, okay? Part of how they're doing it, a major part of how they're doing it. The labor industrial system, okay? The penal system. Look at this. If you include the 120,000 people held in local jails that rent out space to other agencies, %63 are unconvicted. Either way, jail incarceration rates are driven largely by local bail practices. But y'all love y'all bail bondsmen, man. Y'all get locked up, a lot of y'all. Oh, ain't nothing. I'm going. Just, yo, take my money and go down there to the Bell's Bondman and just bomb me out. Okay? If that's working for you. Okay? If that's working for you. Because I'll tell you now, man, everything has an expiration date, like I said. Everything has an expiration date. Okay? And you ain't going to always be on time for the bus. Okay? So you better start getting your ass up pretty early, if you get my drift. Look here. Murder. Okay? These are people that are held and they're not even are not convicted, okay? For murder cases, we looking at violent murder, 17,000, manslaughter, 1,000, kidnapping, 6,000, rape, 3,000, other sexual assaults, 14,000. Okay, if we look at this charge right here, not convicted. So 462,000, that's not convicted. Held in jail for local authorities, 612,000. Y'all gotta go ahead and read this, man. Y'all gotta go check this out. So check that site out and click on each one of these, okay? And really check that out, all right? And listen, read it with your kids. This big picture view allows us to focus on the most important drivers of mass incarceration and identify important but often ignored systems of confinement. The detailed views bring these overlooked systems to light, from immigration detention to civil commitment and youth confinement. In particular, local jails often receive short shrift in larger discussions about criminal justice, but they play a critical role as incarceration's front door. Incarceration's front door. See what that is. Might be another good site y'all check out, right? Okay, so it wasn't really nothing. I went ahead and I clicked on it and I checked it out. And I just came on right back here because it wasn't really nothing. And I really didn't feel like clicking on, the next tab, go to the next site, the next link. So, yeah. Here we go. Let's start right here again. But they play a critical role as incarceration's front door and have a far greater impact than the daily population suggests. While this pie chart provides a comprehensive snapshot of our correctional system, the graphic does not capture the enormous churn in and out of our correctional facilities, nor the far larger universe of people whose lives are affected by the criminal justice system every year. Every year, over 600,000 people enter prison gates, but people go to jail 10.6 million times each year. Listen to this. Every year, over 600,000 people enter prison gates, but people go to jail 10.6 million times a year. Okay? So, where's the rest of these people at? Well, let's keep on reading. Jail churn is particularly high because most people in jail have not been convicted. Some have just been arrested and will make bail within hours or days, while many others are too poor to make bail and remain behind bars until their trial. Only a small number, less than 150,000 on any given day, have been convicted and are genuinely serving misdemeanor sentences under a year. Now let's scroll down and take a look at this chart, and then I'm going to end this video. Okay, and you guys go ahead and click on this link for this site, Mass Incarceration, the whole pie 2019. So this is updated prison policy initiative, because I'm going to go back and check out the whole thing and all these charts, because I really didn't read the whole site. Okay, so yeah, let's look at this real quick. Pre-trial detention. Over 540,000 people are locked up who haven't even been convicted or sentenced. Why? Many are detained in local jails because they cannot afford to pay the bail amount to secure their release. Yeah, that's true, man. Listen, if that judge hits you with, let's say, $5,000 unsecured bail, how many people? We talking about poor black people now. We talking about brothers and sisters from the hood. Like I said poor, from poor families, meager education. How many people actually have that kind of money just lying around? And how many people can say they have family members that they know will get that money? How many people even say they have family members that would even put the money up for them? Okay? Because sometimes, quiet as kept, you can have family members that have that kind of money. But how many of them will actually put that up for you? Okay? So we got to think about that too. We got to look at all the factors here. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this is local jails. Out of 462,000 local jails. Okay, look at right here. Look at our youth. 15,000 are our youth. Psychiatric evaluation or treatment, 9,000. Indian countries, 1,100. Okay? 101, 100, 1,100. Okay? I'm getting all discombobulated here. Okay? 1,100. All right. Federal, 51,000. Okay? So, I mean, you know, the median bail amount for felonies is $10,000. Right? That is the median bail for felonies, $10,000, which represents 8 months' income for a typical person detained because they can't pay bail. Look at that. See that? And they got a lot more charts in here too. You know, y'all go ahead and check out this site and click on all of these, my brothers and sisters. Please, please, please. Please pass it on, okay? Even if you take this video and you chop it up and you only take out segments, snippets from this video and you share it. Pass it on. Let your children see it, okay? Listen, it's time to start telling our kids the truth. Stop making your kids think it's okay. Go on, all right? I know you out there, you know, you selling drugs, you know, as long as you giving me a little bit of money, you know, because unfortunately, listen, that's what some of you parents are doing. As long as you giving me a little bit of money, you making sure I got my bingo money, okay? My little party money, okay? Or, you know, my light bill money or whatever. Go on, I know you out there selling drugs. I see you, you know, or go ahead, it's all right to steal, okay? Because as long as I ain't got to buy it for you. You know what I'm saying? Stop that. Stop that. For real, stop that. I mean, listen. I'm keeping it real here, okay? I'm keeping it real. Y'all know it's a lot of you out there. It's a lot of you parents out there, and this is what you're doing. It's what you're doing. I don't care. You know, one of the things about we as black people, we don't like to be faced with our own truths. Our own truths about ourselves, okay? But this is real. Y'all know this is the truth I'm speaking here. You know, so come on, man. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. For real. Stop that. Stop that. Okay? Stop that. You're setting your kids up, man. You're setting your kids up. You're setting them up. You're setting them up. Take that time out to take those kids and sit those kids down and talk to those kids. Teach these babies, man. Teach these children. Okay? Teach them. But, you know, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap these series up. And thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love y'all. I love y'all. And hey, listen. We're going to keep doing what we got to do. All right? Because sooner or later, we're going to get it right. And, you know, even if I'm not here to see us get it right, it just makes me feel good as a human being, as a being, okay? As a mother, okay? To know that maybe some of what I did, some of my videos or some of my words that when I'm talking to my brothers and my sisters personally, maybe it helped for that next generation, because that is really what it's all about at the end of the day, so that that next generation be better and have more of an opportunity than our generation and the generation before us did. Okay, so with that being said, Ashe, may the razor rod continue to bring prosperity and peace into your lives, and may you continue to live under the laws of Ma'at, truth, harmony, righteousness, justice, loyalty, love, all that's good, balance. Okay? Ashe.